Hello and good day. I have a question for you. Are you also an IT student or just an ordinary person that is having a hard time connecting your RJ45 at your Cat6 cable? Well, you have come to the right place because in this video, it will make your life a lot easier. Welcome to the tutorial on how to do straight and crossover cable connection for your RJ45 and Cat6 cable. By the end of this tutorial, you'll understand when to use each type of cable and how they can re-optimize your network setup. Let's get started. First, we will teach you how to do a crossover cable connection. In the screen, you will see the required pattern to achieve a crossover cable from one end to the other end of the cable. Here are the materials. First, a Cat6 or Category 6 cable. Second, RJ45. Third, crimping tool to cut the cables and secure the connection between Cat6 and RJ45. Lastly, network cable tester that checks and measures signal for correct wiring. First, get the crimping tool and Cat6. Use this part of the crimping tool to cut the skin of the cable. Make sure you only cut the skin of the cable and not the copper wires inside it. You can do this by rolling the cable carefully. Once it is cut, use your hand to carefully tear its skin, and the result should be the same as shown in here. Once it is done, carefully separate each of the wires, bend them slightly. There is a plastic part in the middle of the wires. Use this part of the crimping tool to cut it. Repeat this step to the other side of the cable. The wires were curled up to each other. Separate them carefully and straighten it to fit into RJ45 easily. Keep straightening them until they align perfectly. Arrange the wire and follow this crossover pattern. White green, green, white orange, brown, white brown, orange, white blue, and blue. Again, align them perfectly. Put the wires to the opposite side of the gold part of the RJ45. Make sure that before you put them in there, the gold part of the RJ45 should be facing to you. Double check that all of the wires are pressed into the gold part or the pins of the RJ45. Lightly tug the RJ45 to make sure that it is secure and it won't fall off. Again, repeat these steps, but the wires will follow a different pattern. Now the pattern should be white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, and brown. Again, insert the wires carefully to the RJ45. Use this part of the crimping tool to lock the RJ45 and the wires together. After you lock all the sides of the wire, use the network cable tester to ensure that the pattern or the wiring is correct. Carefully enter the wires locked with RJ45 to the tester that indicates to RJ45. Once you turn on the power button of the tester, the numbers will light up in a certain order. To ensure that the pattern is correct, it should light up in this order. For the first side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. For the second side is 3, 6, 1, 2, 7, 8, 4, and 5. If it matches this order, congratulations, you successfully made a crossover cable connection. Now, we will proceed to the straight through cable connection. This is the color pattern of the wires: white, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, and brown. This also goes for the other side of the wire. Again, using the crimping tool, carefully cut the skin of the cable and remove it. Separate the wires and make sure that the plastic in the middle part is sticking out so you can cut it easily. Once done, cut the uppermost part of the wire to make sure that the wire's length is the same as the other. And then, carefully insert it to the RJ45 with the gold part of it facing it. Make sure that the wires and RJ45 are secured together, and then lock it with a crimping tool. Do these steps again to the other side of the wire and use the previous pattern that's been connectors to the first side of the cable. Then, use the network cable tester. Now, the pattern for both sides must be the same, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Double check to make sure that it is really working. If it matches the indicated pattern, congratulations! You now have completed the straight-through cable connection. That's it for our cable connection tutorial. Hope it helps and thank you for watching.